don't know.
Yeah.
If we could figure out a way to travel through black holes.
Listen, man,
to
I'm
other
still contemplating the simulation theory. I think all of this is just a fucking joke. You know what I mean? Like this is a fucking. We're on a hard drive somewhere, in a fuck. You know what I mean? In some kind of fucking.
Doesn't that conflict? Doesn't the simulation theory conflict with the super advanced aliens coming down and accelerating the evolution?
It does. There is quite a conflict.
Yeah.
There. So it's like, pick one. Which one do you want to go with?
Which one do you want to go with?
But it's like
bro?
there's evidence for both. And I know that sounds insane, but there's evidence for both. Like there's all these major scientists coming out like, listen, they're like fucking what's his name? The black dude with the afro.
Neil deGrasse.
I'm sorry, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, it's like so. Neil deGrasse Tyson came out and was like, "Listen, there's a high probability that you know what I mean. Like this may all be a simulation." And even Elon Musk comes out like, if given the amount of technology that we have now on any given time scale and the exponential growth, it's like, why wouldn't we run simulations? Why wouldn't we in the future run simulations of our past to try and figure out? You know what I mean? So it's like, if we could do it, I know it's a mind fuck. You know what I mean?
That's the crazy thing about video games.
It's a thought experiment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But you're right. Like NPCs, non-player characters, and video games, like that whole thing, like Vice City and the whole. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
You just don't know.
Well, have you heard about? I forget the term for it, but you can basically play Grand Theft Auto, and you can talk to people. Like if you get in a certain vicinity of another player. On Grand Theft Auto, you can actually talk to them through the mic.
I didn't know. I'm sure they were going to do that, and it's like I'm saying, it's all coming, man. I'm sure you've seen Ready Player One.
Yes,
I think that's the future, man. Like I genuinely believe something along, maybe not to that extent, but I think something along that line is coming within the next probably decade or two.
Yeah, the video game thing's freaky.
It is freaky, man. It's fucking. It's getting out of hand now. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the scary thing about it though is like people that go on there and want to be anonymous, just like a boiled down version of like the comment section on YouTube. People who can just go on YouTube and just talk shit without any kind of repercussions, or just like say the most fucking vulgar, fucked up thing they could possibly think of.
Yeah.
If you like translate that into video games and then that sort of have some like real life consequence to it, you have to sort of like make it to where it has a real life consequence to it.
What was that movie with Bruce Willis?
Sixth Sense.
No,
Fifth Element.
No. It was called where nobody. Okay, in the future, this is the premise of the movie. It's in the future, and everybody has a synthetic double of themselves. So nobody leaves the house. They just send their synthetic double out into the world, and they control them through like virtual reality. So yeah, it's
what is that movie?
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
It's
before,
fucking
he's
wild.
like in his apartment.
Exactly.
He stays in there.
And he's all fucked up and old looking, but his out in the world was like fresh shaven. He's a cop. He's a cop. But he sends his sim out into the world, and then like there's this whole thing where it's a game where you can control other people, where other people like you can physically control another person because they got these chips, these implants in them, and dude, the whole thing is just fucking insane. Absolutely insane. I wish I could remember.
You ever see Black Mirror?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's like that type of shit.
It is, man. Yeah, it was a great movie. Yeah.
That shit. That's probably what the future's like.
It's going to be something along those lines, man. It's going to be something along those lines of virtual reality mixed with augmented reality. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mixed with fucking the Neuralink in our brain. It's going to be some kind of fusion, I think, of those three things.
That's too much. I don't think I want to be here for all that shit, man.
That's freaky, bro.
It's wild, man. It's like
it's
such a mind fuck when you think about it. You know what I mean? So sci-fi.
Matt Cox told me you're into a lot of conspiracy theories. Is that
true?
Into
all the conspiracy theories.
He said you're into all of them, every single one.
Every single one of them. Not necessarily that I subscribe and full wholeheartedly believe in all of them, but it's like it's fun, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking fun at the end of the day to think that, the Clintons are fucking, killing children and fucking draining the adrenochrome out of their brains, and there's lizard people that fucking run the government, you know what I mean? Like the Anunnaki. Dude, all of it's fucking fun. You know what I mean? It's hilarious.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh, man. Dude, it would have to be probably the lizard people. The reptilians.
That's like the most insane one.
Dude, that's
like some David Icke shit.
I love David Icke.
Do you really?
I love David Icke. I mean, I don't, necessarily believe what he says is gospel. Right. Like, he's a fucking... He says some shit, I'm just like, all right. Or what about the ancient alien dudes with the fucking hair?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you can't
Oh,
take
yeah,
that. You can't
that
take that guy seriously. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fucking get a haircut, bro, and then I might fucking listen to you. But
Well,
fucking,
that's just fucking overproduced
Yeah.
entertainment.
yeah. Yeah, but I love the reptilian. The whole fucking that whole thing is fucking pretty cool. I fell down
That's
that rabbit
pretty crazy,
hole on
yeah.
YouTube.
You
And
see the like.
What is the gist of the reptilian? That's the one I have not paid attention
so
to.
there's this race of reptilian people that quietly pull all of the strings in our society. And
What is a reptilian person?
It's
basically what you would think it would be like a big ass fucking lizard person.
they got weird.
Big ass fucking crocodile
They
walking
got,
around.
yeah, and they got eyes. So they show like all these videos of
Yeah,
like people on
that's what I
like
was gonna
CNN
say.
and like on like Congress. Like they'll have like Bloomberg or something playing where like they're all voting for Congress and they'll zoom up on somebody and all of a sudden their eyes will fucking blink sideways.
and they'll have like reptilian pupils and shit.
Yeah, it's just
This
fucking.
is the kind of shit you get banned off YouTube for talking about.
I know, dude.
No, it's all over YouTube.
Oh yeah, no,
No.
I fell down a rabbit hole and yeah.
I've watched that shit.
They've
before.
done
Yeah,
a
it's
pretty good job
crazy.
of not suggesting these videos anymore
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
people. But if you look for them, you can find them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole other conspiracy why the YouTube doesn't want you to see.
Oh,
these kind
dude,
of
listen,
videos.
dude. I got fried on YouTube. They took one of my videos down and gave me a community guidelines fucking warning.
For what video?
Dude, I caught an upper respiratory infection from wearing fucking masks, and I went to a doctor, and he's like,
Oh,
yeah,
they ain't
he's like,
having
dude,
that.
he's like, unfortunately, I see this a lot coming in here. You know what I mean? People come in with upper respiratory infections because the masks are trapping all the moisture and the germs.
Because
And
were you
everything
wearing one of the surgical masks, or were you
No,
wearing
I
just
wear
a cloth?
I wear cloth mask. I don't wear the surgical
That's
masks.
why, right?
Yeah.
of
So
the
I
cloth.
caught upper respiratory infection. So I made a video about it. I'm like, dude, I'm not wearing no more fucking masks. I'm like, fuck these masks. I'm sick. I got an upper respiratory infection from this shit. I'm over it. And that's all I said. I wasn't telling people not to wear masks. I wasn't advocating for not, you know what I mean? None of that shit. They took it down and gave me a fucking warning, dude. I was like,
What?
No. I was like, no.
They gave you a strike?
No. They gave me a warning.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they said the next one's gonna be a strike. So I'm like, okay, now I know. I got to leave it all
Yeah,
alone.
they're not
I
playing
can't.
with
You
that.
can't do anything political, unless you're their politics. You know what I mean? The liberal left wing, agenda or whatever. If you're any kind of conservative view channel, or you get fucking.
That's not true.
You get shut down immediately.
That's not true. There's shitloads of successful conservative channels.
Yeah, but you got to be careful about what you say. Dude, they're trying to cancel everybody. They're trying to cancel Shapiro. They canceled fucking.
No. How are they trying to cancel Shapiro?
I'm telling you, man. Like they do shit with the algorithms. You know what I mean? Because they can't outright kick you off. So they play with the fucking algorithms and shit. I don't want to get put on some fucking list. I'm trying to get my channel monetized. Okay,
Yeah.
let's fucking. I want to get put on some list here. I love YouTube. It's
Yeah, but look,
fucking
I
the
think the
greatest
reason-
thing in the world. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's a private company.
Yeah.
So they can say and do whatever they want. So I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, free speech and this, that." I'm like, it's a private company that you can use. You can choose to use their platform or not.
Right.
At the end of the day, and that's the way I look at it.
Right, but you
So-
can't really. You kind of have no choice. They become a monopoly. You really don't have a choice.
I know.
You have a choice.
And well,
Yeah, you have a choice, right? Do nothing.
yeah, or you fuck
or
off.
use YouTube.
Follow our rules or
It's a-
fuck off.
It's a choice.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?